Hello everyone. Long time no videos. I think people thought I was joking in the beginning of the year when I said if I didn't have enough subscribers to make anything from YouTube, then the only benefit to YouTube is for me to use it for reference on the projects we're doing and not to try to make money with it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of work. And one of the things I just decided on was getting back after the S10. Last time we put drag radials on it for the Christmas tree drags, but we never really got to make a hit because something was gremlin crawled into the grid and the truck just flat would not run. Like, it did want to do a burnout. It died on the burnout, wouldn't restart at all. Had to push it back to the pit, and as soon as I got back to the pit, it fired up. You know, part of me thought maybe it was fuel, like it overwhelmed the fuel bowl or something and flooded the engine out. That could have been. Never done it before. That coil's a 2-amp coil. It's a hell of a lot stronger than anything you LS guys use with your 8 coils that can't do what that thing can. I'm just joking because there sits an LS with 8 coils. But no, seriously, that is a 2-amp coil. That thing will hurt you if it lights you up. So this thing's got a lot of spark energy. There's no reason for it to really foul out, like to the point of no start. That would be a serious amount of E85. I don't think that was the case. I really think there's a gremlin, because also I noticed my tack doing this. Like, it would read, I mean, it's a big ass cam, 710 lift, pretty big for a street cam, but it's not the cam causing it. There's something going on. I just haven't figured it out. So on top of those issues with the Christmas tree drags, we drove it to a car show in February. It would not stay running. Absolutely ran like garbage. Had to restart it 365 times. I'm joking, but I really did have to restart it like 30 freaking times, and it wasn't that so far out of the normal for this thing. Normally I pump the fuel, 5 or 10 good pumps, get the E85 in there, and it will try to light. Florida's pretty hot, so it doesn't really need a lot more than that. That usually gets it going, and it stays idling fine. And it's on pump E85 again, not raised blend, so I know the tune's a little different, but it was on raised blend at the track, so nothing should have changed. I've checked valve lash, timing, grounds. Nothing's different. Everything's the same. The only thing that is different is when I rewired the whole interior of the truck, I moved the grid over onto a panel attached to the roll cage where it used to sit in the middle all by its lonesome. It used to sit over here on the other side of the shifter, and now it's, I don't know if you guys can see that panel. Kind of wondering if this red hot being that close to the box could cause any kind of like EFI suppression or something, because they say these boxes can be sensitive to it. And I did move, see, there's the fuse panel that's always been there. This is the boost controller. This is a data logger. So all that stuff is in proximity to it. I'm not really sure if I can leave it there or if I'm going to have to move it to get that to go away. And I had this all torn apart, trying to find the tack issue. And honestly, guys, I never finished this. Before the Christmas tree drags, I tore this all apart and completely rewired a bunch of stuff. Well, I never even got the, as you can tell, the harness to the data logger is not even connected. So I never even got the data logger connected before that race. And that was a while ago. And then, as you guys probably remember, I did I put a stereo back in this thing. It's always had a stereo. It hasn't had an amplifier in years. Well, I put the, I got DS18 Pro 6.5s with the tweeters. And then I've got 6.5s behind the cab in a box with another tweeter. You can barely see it there. So that's great, and it's very powerful. But it's got 2 amps, and I decided to I really only drive this thing to car shows at the moment, and I decided, sorry about my holding the camera and trying to do this, but my plans changed, which is great for somebody else, not so great for me, because I'm going to sell the JP23 and the 32AB 4-channel amp, and I know I don't even have an hour's worth of runtime on them, so people are probably going to wonder why in the world would I do that, because they're very powerful and they sound amazing, and they do. It's freaking wonderful how much power they make. But I only needed stereo to be louder than the engine for cruising. I didn't really need all the extra power. So I decided, after having the JP95 that's in my Camaro for so long, I've decided that I'm going to put another JP95, the newer T. It's just an updated 95. I don't think there's even any differences power-wise. But that's what I'm going to put in here. And the reason why is I've always known the potential of this truck. Like, this truck's went 889 at 153 on just a stock GM block with a single board turbo. Now it's on twin 75s, and this thing's capable of being in the 30 to 35 psi range. There really isn't anything stopping it from doing what I need it to do power wise. I just haven't done anything with the truck, and as much as I enjoy driving it, I'm not getting I am not getting younger by the day. So that being said, I want to give me 1 second. I'm gonna lift these off here. So that being said, these brand new beautiful amps, you can see where they're at. I didn't like it when I did it, and if I ever do a drag and drive event, which is my goal, it's always been my goal to do a drag and drive, and I really want to get into Sick Week with this truck. I can't afford it. I don't know how I would do it, but I really want to, and I've always wanted to. I've had this truck since I was 16 years old, and I'm 47. So I've had this truck a long time, guys, and my goal was to build a 7-second truck that could do it with ease, and then detune it, because obviously I'm too fat and my roll cage is only 850 certified. So I would be limited to an 850 at drag and drives, which is fine. I could still rip off a 7 on the last day like everyone else. But I can't have the amps back here. as much as it pains me and as much as I paid for these things, and they're still brand new with like less than an hour. I mean, I'm serious, guys, less than an hour of run time on these things. They got to go. Because what's going to happen, those big ass tires, I'm going to hit rain, I'm going to hit water, I'm going to hit something in the road that's wet. It's going to short them amps out. It's not worth it. So what I got this 23, and I got the 34AB. I got a guy coming today to pick up the 23. Still waiting on somebody to buy the 34AB. And then I bought a JP95T. I told you guys that's going to go underneath the seat risers, because see how her seat's 2 inches higher? Her seat sits on a 2-inch riser. So there's about 3.5 inches under her seat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 95, put it on the inside. Yes, the sub is going to get considerably less power. I think this amp makes, I want to say it makes 3,200 watts at 14.4 volt and 1 ohm. I might be wrong. I know it was well over 2,300. That's what it's rated at. I know it was well over that. So I want to say it was 3,000 or more. Super powerful amp. And the subwoofer isn't even rated for it. Subwoofer's max is 2,000. So this thing was going to kill that speaker, and you had to turn the gain way down to control clipping. Like, the amp is so powerful that it's way more than the sub could actually use. So with the 95, I'll have a lot more tunability as far as bass before clipping. I can blend it to different types of music probably better. And I don't need a super loud system, guys. It's a 7-second drag truck. It's not meant to be a car stereo competition truck. And it really acts like it is, because I've got 3 batteries on board. I've got tons of 0-gauge wire. And it's just a bunch of weight. And I don't really care. This truck's always been heavy. It's 3,500 pounds with me in it. And I'm a big fat ass. So that has, I'm probably, right now, 360 pounds. I might be 340, but we'll say 360. So either way, the truck needs a diet. I need a diet. Diet Coke's not cutting it. I'm going to have to get my ass in the gym and lose some weight before the next Dragon Drive was to happen, which is February. And I've done it. I've dropped down to 270s in that amount of time, no problem. I think that's my goal now. Just get back down to the 270 range. At least my fire jacket will fit, and my race pants will button up. So I think that's the goal. I got to clean up all this wiring, get everything going. That's kind of just the update on this thing. I know I ain't done a video on YouTube, and I swear I think the last video I did was the car show in February. So it's been quite a while. I'm keeping it short until I see signs that this YouTube thing has any possibility of making, $100 in a month. It's kind of pointless to waste my time, because I can get way more work done without holding a camera. And on that note, if you guys want to support us, we don't have merch. I'd love to get to that point. I'd love to make awesome shirts. I'm not going to make shirts like every other freaking YouTuber does, where all they have is their logo all over the shirt. I want to sell shirts like you guys would make for yourself. Cool ass shirt designs, sayings, things like that anyone could wear, not just somebody that's just trying to support the channel. And then I'll put a little channel logo maybe on the front corner or something real small, or maybe blend it in with the logo on the back real small. But at this point, guys, it doesn't matter. I've been doing hot rods and cars my entire life. I'm not going to stop doing them. I'm going to continue doing what I do, and whether or not YouTube does anything, it's not going to make a difference. So would it be great to have a little extra income these days? Absolutely. It'd make a huge difference, because I could do a lot more fun stuff that I want to do. But it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. It's going to take me longer to do it, because I'm paying for everything out of my own pocket. So, but I want to get to that level. If you guys want to support us, all you can do right now is actually subscribe, watch the videos front to back. That's what, the more longer I watch Puddin' a lot, and he does a lot of analytical stuff that I don't really understand because I haven't paid attention or just don't have the patience for it. But the longer you watch a video, no matter the length of the video, if you watch half of this video, that's 50% retention time. The longer the retention time, the longer and the more YouTube will send you out to people that's never seen your content. So it's kind of like being shadow banned without even knowing it. If you want to get out into the YouTube world, people have to watch your stuff front to back. Like, that's the only way to do it. So if you're a subscriber and you'd like to see more content with these cars, we're doing a lot to Shay's car. We've been working heavily on her car. We just put a new cam in Garrett's Blazer, new heads in Garrett's Blazer to raise the compression. We're still working on it, putting it back together, and we honestly filmed nothing. Like, we haven't filmed zero content on it. I still got the entire turbo kit, 9-inch suspension, everything to do on that Camaro. And that's a daily driver, 6-speed. Been my daily driver for 12 years. And then we still got that C10 we're going to work on. We're putting new frame into this S10 by cutting an existing Roddy frame out. And then we're going to be doing body work on it. We got the Suburban we're going to be working on. There's an endless amount of content I could make. And all I need is people to want to watch it. If there's something different that you guys want to watch, let me know. Like, I don't know what to make. I don't know how to edit. I'm not very good at this crap. But I want to give it a go. And I want you guys to enjoy and get useful information. I don't want to start any videos and then take 2 years to get to the video either. I don't like watching YouTube videos like that. I don't think anybody does. So anyway, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get these guys out and get them ready for the guy that's coming to get the 23 today. And then get this amp rack out. I got to take her seat out. Get the plate mount made, drilled, because there's an actual aluminum plate under her seat. That's what I'm mounting the new amp to, with these little, see those rubber feet? Spaces the amps up and lets the fan cool the amp. So it's going to be underneath the seat, and all of this wiring's got to get changed to go into here. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with all the extra. I'm going to have to get some shorter RCAs and stuff ordered too. But eventually, all this stuff back together, fixed, and then working properly. That's the big thing. The grid's never had a problem. As long as it sat on that training tunnel, flawless. Never one single issue. And then since I moved it over there, constant issues. So really, in my mind, I'm just going to put it back on the training tunnel. I don't want to do that because it's ugly and it's kind of in the way. But at this point, I don't know what else to do. Oh, the only other thing I was going to say, the grid's power wires don't go back to the battery now. They loop forward and go to those posts. The power wire for the grid is the main post. So the very outside thick post. And then off of that is an 8-gauge oxygen-free copper wire that comes back and hits the battery. So technically, wouldn't that be considered connected direct to battery because it's directly connected to the cable that's running to the battery? The reason I'm asking, I don't know if it's picking up interference there, because on the side little, like it's a terminal, round terminal, I know you guys have seen them, with 8 little lugs, and then you got your main center lug. Well, I'm wondering if one of those little lugs that's powering other stuff in the truck is causing that interference with the grid, and I need to take the main power and ground and make their own dedicated cable straight back to the battery. I ain't afraid to do it. I've got plenty of cable. I just don't understand how that would make any difference, but then I kind of do, because electronics are just... electronics are electronics. They're fucking weird. Makes no sense. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, sadly, those are gone. Yes, I get to save weight. As heavy as this truck is, ain't gonna matter. Probably won't make a hell bit of difference, but they're gone. I got to do one smaller amp. The new amp is shorter than this. I don't know if you can tell. It's shorter than that. And yeah, it's going to go underneath the seat. It's the only thing I can do to get it out of the weather and protect it from, you know, Mother Nature's wrath. This stuff can get wet. It's been back here its whole life. This box is getting sealed. That's what I built it for, to go into this hole. I don't know if you can tell, but the metal's touching the whole way around it. So outside of running a bead of silicone to seal it, that box is sealed. It ain't moving. It can't come out. The seats hold it in the front. The roll cage holds it in the back. It can't move, and it's bolted to the metal. So once I seal it, there's no water coming in the cab there. These have never been sealed, and I've never had a problem. So I'm not going to seal them. They don't seem to be an issue. Other than that, that's where we're at. S10 update and downsizing the stereo. I know that sounds weird, guys. I hate saying that, but it is what it is. We are doing what we are doing. So I'm downsizing my stereo. That's weird. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.